What's up, mamacitas? I mean, my bad. What is y'all?
I
Um,
mean, I know I ain't calling you a senorita. So
how you say
Lord have
senor?
mercy.
What's up, senors? Yeah,
Looks like you
man.
just called us women.
My bad,
Feel
man.
what I'm sizzling?
Yeah, stay tuned 2.0, man. So we just about to get into it, man. We got my boy Ian, Blaze, Jay Willie, King Czar,
You
my
feel?
boy. Hey, Bama, come on. Tomorrow we doing the podcast tomorrow. We play y'all, so yeah, we about to come on the podcast tomorrow. You and Ian, two Bears fans. You know how it go down, man. What up, Adam? All right, we'll start with it. Since Czar and I know Blaze talk about it. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. But I'll let you know, Bama. And roll tide. All right, go ahead, man. Go ahead, Zarski.
Oh, we're gonna talk about kids' knowledge.
Yeah.
Oh man, shout out to J. Will Jackson State and Company. You know what I'm saying, Division III, whatnot. You know what I mean. I might watch Drumline after this, man. The band's over there is fire. But back to on the field. We had these college playoffs. Playoffs. You know what I mean, and a lot of discrepancy over the way the seeding has been handled, which I said from day one. Love the 12-team playoffs, but you don't award division conference winners automatic top seeds. You still rank them 1 through 12. You give them an automatic bid, and you rank them 1 through 12, just like March Madness. You don't get automatic 1 seed because you win the conference. So, anyway. If we would have had that problem, we still would have had a couple upsets, but we still would have had who would have been there? I mean, Texas, Penn State, Ohio State, which should have been the couple top seeds would have been there. So, with that said, my Lions did what they did. Put hands on Rashad's Boise State, Idaho Potato Man. Mr. So-called Heisman hopeful Genty, we shut his ass down. You know what I'm saying? He got 100 yards, but it took almost 30 carries, and he wasn't a factor in the game. So, like I said, you run up on a Big Ten defense. We're not having that. So, like I said, we lost our top 5 draft pick. Carter got hurt in the second quarter. It didn't matter. We put it down. That's just what we do. So
You lost him for the playoffs?
No, I think he'll be back this week, next week, hopefully. But yeah, so other than that, man, on the other side, Ohio State, showed that they're the real Big Ten team by beating Oregon on a neutral field and showing them that it's not close. Yeah, you beat us by 1 at home on your field, but on a neutral field, no, it's not. You welcome to the Big Ten. That's like I told everybody when they came over. And that's what was going to happen. So, yeah, shout out, man. So, I'm looking forward to these games this coming week.
Hold on. Because y'all watch college. So, a neutral field really make that big of a difference?
Oh, absolutely. You don't want to play Penn State in the whiteout game, or you don't want to go to the Big Shoe in Ohio State. So, let's just think if that game was at the Shoe. They probably would have put up 60. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Go Lions.
Thought it would be Boise State back.
Yeah, I bet you thought it would have been Boise State. Sit their ass down.
He's sipping that Rashad Kool-Aid. All right, Blaze. Oh no, Ian. You said Blaze for last. The betting man for last.
I mean, if we're talking about sports betting, I'm in the sports betting capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada. But sure, let's have Blaze be that guy. Now, when it comes to college football, the seeding, the 1 through 12. I mean, look, they're copying the NFL. All right, it's very simple. When you win your division, you get a top seed, right? In the NFL, 1, 2, 3, and 4. You win your division, they reward you with that. That's the only reason why college football did what they did. They wanted to reward you for winning your division. Now, is it the right move? No. But to be fair, in the NFL, I've never agreed on winning your division. Oh, you automatically get a home game for the first round. I think that's absolutely stupid. I've been saying that for years. But nonetheless, when it comes to college football, Georgia, where are we at? Where's Georgia at? Hey, JB, I know your team, you're focusing on the Packers because that's good and dandy. but where's Georgia at? I kind of want to
In
know.
Georgia, it's right.
where they
It's right
play?
above Florida.
Like the day
Georgia,
hey, what happened yesterday? Where were they
Georgia.
at though?
I don't know, man.
Uh-oh.
I don't even know who that quarterback was, man. I don't know.
Hey, you know what? Me neither, man. Their quarterback sucks anyway. Now, when it comes to Notre Dame versus Penn State, I'm looking forward to that matchup. That could be an old school kind of matchup there. I want to see Notre Dame versus Penn State.
Man, forget.
And when we have Ohio State taking on Texas, man, there are so many times in the past where we had a bowl game where Ohio State and Texas faced off. So, in a way, the college football playoff Final Four feels like a BCS era game. Am I wrong? Notre Dame versus Penn State, we've seen that. Oregon being bounced, we've seen that all the time. But when it comes to Texas versus Ohio State, looking forward to that matchup. And I'm keeping my prediction I made back in July. I put $15 down the Ohio State Buckeyes to win the championship. And I've kept it the entire way. Ask anyone on this panel, they'll back it up and confirm it. And when it comes to Ohio State, I hope that $15 makes me a nice payday.
Hey, man, you got good geography, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Jay, you know, you got something? I got Blaze going back to back with this, and the other one we're doing after this.
Nah, man. I mean, I'm just, it was a good college season. Colorado, Jackson State didn't do much, but I just enjoyed it. So I mean, I don't really watch a lot of it to go, to debate and go back and forth. But you guys got it.
You hear what I'm saying?
Go ahead, Boogity Blaze.
Yeah, shout out Czar. Penn State got it done. Shout out Colorado because their team a couple years ago there was nobody's. Dion turned that program around. I mean, everyone wants them to be in the playoffs. They didn't quite make the playoffs, and they got destroyed in their bowl game. But you got to look at the good things they've done for that program. And a lot of people knock Shadur Sanders. That's the number one pick in the draft next year. So whether you are skeptical or not, he's going to be a good quarterback in the league. But going on to these playoffs, Penn State, they got it done. Georgia didn't get it done. So Notre Dame Penn State matchup, I really like that matchup. I'm gonna have to lean toward. I'm not saying it because he's here, but I'm leaning towards Penn State winning that game. I think what Notre Dame does good is control the lines on defense. So I think they'll be able to get pressure and stop the run. I think Penn State's passing game and NFL potential quarterback Allar is going to be able to carve them up a little bit. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game, 24-20. But I got Penn State winning that one. And then,
NFL potential the following year because he's already coming back for his senior season.
Oh, he's coming back? Yeah, see, I didn't get into all that. But, yeah, I like him. Other matchups, Ohio State, when I saw Oregon and who they're going to have to play, either the winner of Tennessee and Ohio State, that was going to be the toughest matchup out of the whole playoffs. Once I saw that Ohio State advanced, I kind of knew Oregon was cooked. That first game was real close. It's really hard to strike lightning twice in a game like that. So Ohio State came out, beat them. Their coach's job is on the line. They got Texas in the next round. I'm going to give Ohio State that game. I think that Texas should be going with Arch. I think they should have been going with Arch Manning for a while. I don't believe in Ewers. Yeah, he had some good moments in the last game, but I'm going to give Ohio State a slight edge in that game. And then, next week we'll come back and talk about championship. But I got Penn State, Ohio State in the championship. And just like I said, it's hard to strike lightning twice. If Ohio State plays a team that they've already seen in Penn State, it's going to be real hard to predict that matchup because both teams have seen each other and adjustments will be made.
Right.
So to give information to AA, now Michigan, they did struggle. All right, first-year coach. They didn't perform as well as advertised. However, Michigan beat Alabama in the Outback Bowl. So that is a good end of the year for Michigan. And I think they went 8-5. You can correct me if I'm wrong. I think 8-5 and beating Alabama in the Outback Bowl.
Are all these games on the neutral field, or is it the better team?
All of them are neutral.
Oh, okay. I see. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
I agree. I would say one more thing. I agree with Czar. He kind of took the words out of my mouth. I don't think they should get automatic buys. The division. I think they should get automatic bids. Maybe even an automatic first round home game.
I mean, Ian compared it to the pros. I do. I'm comparing. You compare it. Better comparison. College and pros is different. You compare it to March Madness. When you win your conference, you get the automatic bid. You don't get automatic number one seed. If you happen to win your conference and you're a top 14 all year, meaning you're fucking dope or great, then you'll get the number one seed. But if not, you ain't. There's a lot of conference winners in March Madness, and they were fucking 8 seed. Like, so they still need to look at that. And Boise State should not have been a top 4 seed. Neither should Arizona State.
And I'll say this about both teams. I think both would have fared out better had they played a game the first week. You know, I think that sitting for a week and you're not top 4 school. Arizona State ended up coming out to play towards the end. They had a slow start, but Boise State.
Now they had. If it wasn't for that running back though, they got their ass whooped.
Oh yeah, well Boise State. Penn State stacked the box. They don't have the passing game, so I mean, yeah.
No, I'm talking about Arizona State. Scatterboo.
Oh, he same thing. He broke through that. I mean, he's gonna be good. He's gonna be good.
Real good.
So, anyways, I'm done. Ian, do you want to say something?
So, what I was going to point out is March Madness would be a good comparison if it wasn't so blatantly obvious that the College Football Playoff Committee took the original NFL playoff format, the whole 12 teams, and modeled it in a very similar way. The 4 rounds is very apparent and really obvious that the way they modeled it was after the NFL style. So I agree with you on March Madness. It's the way it should be.
Well, you figure
it's very obvious they modeled it the same way the NFL does.
But you figure rankings mean so much in college football. It always has. Why don't you, after you get done with your 12 teams, why don't you see where they ranked all year or where they're the power system? And why don't you just rank it that way? It just don't make sense to me.
It should be.
There's no way Oregon and Ohio State should have been a second round game. There's no way that should have been a second round game.
I knew Oregon was cooked when I saw that. I was like, oh, they're
There's
cooked.
no way.
It should be.
Number one seed overall. That's what
That's
you're going to give them?
Right.
The College Football Playoff Committee really wanted to kind of drive the point home that if you win your division, you get a first round bye. Now, clearly, that is actually a bad thing because all 4 teams that had a first round bye lost. So.
Right. Crazy.
Dang, all of them?
All 4, including your Georgia Bulldogs.
You're right. All right, so Blaze, this is because I think I was watching Chris Broussard and he came up with this question. He said, "Is it fair for teams to is it fair for a team to rest their players when the other team's playoff chances on the line?" So basically, like Denver and KC resting their players. Is it fair for them for Denver to play them when they knowing that Cincinnati is playing for their playoff lives?
I'll put a perspective like this. Listen, every team is playing for themselves. You know what I mean? Your team's not playing for mine. Your team could help me, but that's, at the benefit of your team. My team didn't get it done a lot of weeks this year. My team lost a lot of close games, and that's on us. So, yeah, we still have a slight – 4 weeks ago, we had 1%, 2% chance. Now we're sitting at 10, 12% chance. Still not good odds. Am I going to watch my game tomorrow hoping we win and hoping these teams lose? Yes. But every team's got to look out for themselves. Like, look, a 17th game getting added to the NFL schedule, something I was against. I didn't like it. So these guys got to look out for player safety. So if a team like the Chiefs, has earned the number 1 seed and they want to rest guys, they want to get guys healthy. Patrick Mahomes got the ankle issue a couple weeks ago. They're trying to win a championship, same way we are, same way the Cowboys were, the same way the Niners were. I said we're for those teams because they're out of here, baby. But we're still in it. We still got a chance. But I'm all good with it, man. Oh, and the Bears too.
Oh yeah, I can't relate to none of y'all chumps.
Yeah. But no, it's all good.
Czar, Ian, or Jay, y'all think it's fair? Y'all think this is fair?
I think it's kind of lame, just kind of listening to you guys. But go ahead, Czar.
No, go ahead.
No, I just think it's kind of lame, but I don't know. Again, I haven't been watching college that much, so
no. This is NFL.
I thought you guys were still. I'm saying my bad.
No, because basically, because Denver get to play a KC second string. Because isn't it if Denver lose, Cincinnati gets in if they win? But since
I think so.
Yeah. So
right,
they saying this. Some people saying it's not fair.
Right.
That Denver get to play that KC's backups. So
right.
it's not fair if it wasn't being done for the last 20 plus years.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not fair if in the old format, we saw teams that already clinched a playoff berth resting their starters in week 15, 16, and 17. All right? It wouldn't be fair if there was teams like the 2009 Indianapolis Colts who could have had a perfect season, but they benched and rested their players last week of the season, and the Jets beat them and cost them that, and they went 15-1. I have no problem with it if it hasn't already been done for decades. All right? It's a strategy. It's a tactic. It's an option they have. They've been doing it forever. I see no problem.
For sure. Czar.
Yeah, no, like I said, it's been like that. I mean, who cares about other team? When you're an organization, you good enough to be able to do that. Yeah, I mean, we ain't trying to help. I mean, yeah, I guess it does help or hurt, but either way, you play them, then it, hurt the other team. I mean, no, I mean, you can't depend on the other team to get you in. You shouldn't even think that way. So they want to rest their players. When you do successful and you win your division, you have that right.
Right. You should have run a couple more games before this game. So if you would have took care of business earlier in the season, you wouldn't be in that position.
If they would have been taking care of business, I'd be out of business.
Yeah, saying he said, I think so. If you're not in a position to rest players, maybe you should have won more games, basically.
So what should happen, by the way, for week 18, Green Bay Packers, you're already in the slot that you win. I say Green Bay Packers, you bench all your starters, you put your backups in against Chicago, week 18. That just seems fair.
Hey, man, Willis is undefeated, so we might have to put it. Prayers for New Orleans. Yeah. All day, baby, all day. Prayer for them New Orleans. All right, what y'all think about the Eagles not playing Saquon Barkley week 18? Y'all think it's what y'all think about it, Jay?
I think that it's kind of funny, and this is why I don't like doing fantasy. I'm in a couple of leagues where they go all the way up until the final game, and then a lot of people are trying to bet on football on Sunday, and I'm like, don't do it. Like it's it's just too much. Too many teams gonna be resting cats, and honestly, I just saw that Jalen Hurts isn't even playing. So
I don't know if he would even be able to play. Maybe
he got a concussion,
right? But it's gonna be a lot of players being sat tomorrow. I mean, as far as all the Philly fans who wanted to see Saquon break that record, looks like you got to wait till next year, though.
Yeah. What you think, Czar?
No, I'm actually glad because, like I said, it would be an extra game anyway. So he did it. I think this is the same amount of games that Dickerson played. So he didn't do it in the same amount of games. It wouldn't even be fair if he did it with an extra game anyway. So I'm kind of glad that he's not going for it.
Yeah, because I think Shady tried to say something to Dickerson.
Right.
I think Dickerson said that he didn't want Saquon to break it, and then Shady said something about Dickerson, and then and then
Dickerson said he didn't want him to break it.
Yeah, I think Eric Dickerson said he didn't want him to break it, but if he broke it, oh well, you know what I mean. But
you never want your record break.
Right, but then I think Shady said something. You know what I'm saying?
Shady just mad because Barkley's the best running back Philly's ever had.
Oh yeah, I forgot that. Yeah, he did play for the Eagles. Huh? All right, go ahead, Ian.
I'm very disappointed. I'm very disappointed because, there was someone on this panel who just brought up, like, they're going to play the exact same amount of games, right? 16 games. But hold on. Let's backtrack. Let's go through history since I'm someone who's kind of a historian. I know football history. Wait a minute. Jim Brown originally was 12 games. And then O.J. Simpson was 14 games. And Eric Dickerson was 16 games. Look, the more games you add, eventually your record is going to get broken. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that would be like me sitting here 50 years later saying, oh, O.J. Simpson is still the record holder because he did it in 2 less games than Eric Dickerson. Like, no. That'd be like me saying that Jim Brown, who is the greatest of all time, by the way, is still the record holder because he did it when 12 games was the season. Look, the more games you add, the record's going to get broken eventually. It's not going to be this year. Hey, it's probably going to happen next year or 2 years from now. I see no problem with someone breaking it on 17 games because it has been the evolution of football. We've seen it go from 12 to 14 to 16, now to 17. It happens. Right. It evolves. So that argument of, well, he didn't do it in the exact same amount of games, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it don't look as good. It don't look as good, though. It don't look as good.
By that logic, Jim Brown's still the record holder. But using that logic.
No, it don't look as good.
My boy Bo Jackson, I think he was watching the Packers podcast. I think he's a Vikings fan. He said, I think Eagles made the right call. Play hard in the playoffs, set playoff records like Larry Fitzgerald. Adam said, crazy that Aaron Rodgers might retire. I seen on Clutch Sports Twitter account. He's thinking about it. I don't think nobody might want him.
He can retire. He can retire. All right, he can take his ass up to San Francisco. He can retire, be in the Bay Area. All right, he can retire. He's been in the NFL long enough. He's fine.
Yeah, who you think? Because they said he want to go to a playoff team. Well, playoff team wants him though. You know what I mean? Not as a starter.
The Canadian Football League. If he wants to go to a playoff team.
Hey, Bo, chill out with that skull stuff, man. Ain't nobody trying to see that, man. Yeah, let me say what Adam say. He said that's not the fault of the players, though. If the schedule extends, they can't control that. Yeah. All right. Moving on.
Moving on up.
All right, we're just talking about NBA season, man. What y'all got on the NBA season so far?
Man, NBA, man, it's like, you know what I'm saying? We was talking about it. The ratings, you know.
It's all love, baby. It's all love, man. It's all love.
Yeah, bro. Man, love and hate. You love and hate. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Thin line. But, you know.
Hold on. He said, here's my question. If any running backs do break Dickerson's record, who's going to do it?
What's he going to do? He's probably going to go to Disneyland. But back to it. You got two classic teams out there that's trying to break the Bulls record. And yes, I said the Bulls record, not the Warriors, because you have to win the chip as well for it to count.
Wow. You can't have a record, those are?
No, you gotta win. You say it don't mean a thing if you don't bring the ring.
Suns and Wolves all day after Nuggets.
But you got Cleveland. Cleveland is the one I'm shocked at. 29-4 is. I mean, they got a good team, but they are impressive. That is very impressive.
Mobley over there.
Now OKC, who I thought, Boston. Either Boston or OKC. I had that's my final preseason. But OKC, I knew would come in. Now I didn't think Chet would. Now with Chet being hurt, that now makes it a little bit more impressive. But if he was there and they're 28-5, I'm like, oh, I seen this coming. With him being hurt, I thought they may come back down a little bit, but without him, 28-5, it's impressive, man. So I still think Boston, overtakes Cleveland. I still don't think Cleveland gets to the finals, though. I still like Boston because once playoff time come, just like anything, the motivation then kicks in. Okay, now it's time to go to work. Boston is the better team, so they will come out of the East. But OKC in that tough West, yeah, I'm looking for SGA to get MVP and them to, maybe win it. But them and Boston will be a battle. But real quick, other shout outs, for surprise teams, with all the Durant stuff. I'm not Durant, Morant. Memphis is out there playing some ball, and he actually missed a decent amount of games. The Houston Rockets, shout out to Aduko, if I'm saying his name right, ex-Boston coach. That dude is legitimate. He's a legitimate coach.
Udoka, baby.
Very, very legitimate. And then shout out for the Detroit Pistons for, not trying to tank again, because they could have easily tried to tank again for Cooper Flag and almost at 500, man. So shout out to them boys because they were in definite tank mode last year.
Bo Jackson said, I've seen this with Adrian Peterson. Eric would be happy, but he's a tricky dude. Adam said, let's go Dame Dollar and the Bucks. And
Nah,
Dalton said his team sucks, which is I
they're
think
not doing shit.
the Mavericks. What you got, Blaze, on the NBA season?
Honestly, I've been watching too much NBA, but I'm an Orlando Magic fan, so we're doing
I
pretty
bet
good.
you ain't. You thought y'all was about to come out this year, man. It's been unfortunate for you.
Yeah, but we're doing pretty good without Paulo's been hurt all year. Fran's been hurt for a little while.
Yeah,
I
Wagner's
watched
up
the game
going for the
tonight.
season, right?
What's up?
Mm-hmm.
Wagner, he's going for the season, right?
No, I think he should be coming back soon. Oh, Wagner, I'm not sure. I gotta check on that, but I know
Yeah, I think
Paulo's
Wagner's
coming
going.
back.
I think Pablo coming back.
Yeah, he's coming back soon.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
guys won tonight though, so
Yeah. I bet on that game, so we got that dub. The Raptors.
I bet on it too.
Yeah. I bet on the Pistons game too. You talk about the Pistons. Pistons look pretty good against us a few nights ago. So shout out to the Pistons.
Yeah, no, they're definitely not the Pistons. Definitely aren't the same old Pistons. That's for sure. They've ruined 3 of my bets in the last couple weeks. So
I'm a
um,
one team guy, but I don't like seeing teams go decades and multiple seasons losing like that. So
right.
I'm a competitive guy. So I don't like to see nobody at their being weak. I want to face you at your best. And when you see a team like that and you just beat up on them all the time, you want to see them do well eventually. You still want to beat them, but
Right.
What you got, Ian?
So when it comes to the Las Vegas NBA expansion team, they're not here yet. They're a few years away. Make no mistake about it. I am going to be a day one supporter of the Las Vegas NBA team.
Clippers?
Regardless of what multi-billionaire comes in and owns the team, they're going to have the expansion draft. They're going to get all these great players. But excluding that, and yes, I do watch a lot of the Chicago Bulls games, being a Chicago sports fan. Being on the Bulls, I do watch them a lot. However, I want to bring something up because someone mentioned the Cleveland Cavaliers. Well, on July 2nd, I was in a group chat, and I mentioned that Donovan Mitchell re-signed with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cleveland should be a legit contender in the Eastern Conference this next year. And some guy on the panel said, dude, this is the same team from last year, LOL. They won't get past the second round.
Uh-oh.
If you're referring to me, they ain't got past the second round yet.
What up, Doug?
Wait,
Ian, don't jinx it and let them lose in the second round. I'm gonna be on your ass.
Hey,
Happy birthday,
And
Doug.
I also mentioned, and quote,
happy birthday,
Cleveland and Orlando are 2 teams to watch as contenders this year. And you replied, Cleveland ain't doing jack. Stop it! Exclamation point.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm gonna give them props right now. They're 29-4. I just said they're not going to the finals. You heard me say that, right?
And I'm the one that said Cleveland is going to come out of the East.
Right? No, and I'll give you tremendous props if it happens.
All right, cool.
But I'm a fair. I got first of all, I got Mobley in fantasy. I got Donovan Mitchell in my money leagues. I got Mitchell, Mobley, and I got fucking who's the point guard?
I should have got Allen.
Garland.
I got Baller. No, like I said, man, I just playoff time until they prove me wrong. The Cavaliers, I just don't. I see Boston. Matter of fact, let me see. I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah, because I had Cleveland at OKC, and so far that's looking good for me.
I love that.
Let me see. I'm gonna tell you who I got in the Eastern Conference Finals. Then, Ian. You know what? I may eat my words. It may be Boston and Cleveland, so they may reach the conference finals. But no, they will not go to the NBA Finals. But I don't see a third team that will beat them. I can
see Cleveland winning if Porzingis get hurt.
No. See, I don't think it matters. I'm not even dependent on that dude. But I'm saying, I don't see the Knicks beating them. I don't see Milwaukee beating them. I don't see the Pacers. I don't see Orlando. So Cleveland may get to the conference finals. So they may go one round further than I predicted, but they will not come out of the East, bro. They will not. I'm standing on that. I'm standing on business.
Jay, since Adam said he thinks Jimmy Buckets is coming to us, what you got to say, man? We're just talking about the Jimmy.
No, that's not going to happen, man. And I'd already seen reports a couple weeks ago as far as the Warriors. They don't know. He takes too much time off. You know what I mean? And so the Warriors, they don't need another distraction. So he's definitely not going to the Warriors. Hopefully he's not going to the Warriors. But it looks like he's then burned his bridges because the Heat was suspending him 7 games. That just came out about an hour ago.
Yeah, and it's 2 million a game.
Right.
Yeah, I have a funny feeling. I'm thinking Phoenix for Bradley Beal.
Ooh. Well, that could be interesting.
Bradley Beal would have to waive his trade clause, but I'm like, you go to Miami, which is still you're not going to a bad place. You're taking Butler's spot. When healthy, Miami is still, and even some consider, a finals type of team, or competitive team. Tyler Hero, Bam. If that come across like I'm thinking, I would do that. That's a trade.
That does sound like a good trade.
Then they got Boston and OKC in the finals.
Yep.
But yeah, Jimmy Butler. I don't want Jimmy Butler coming to the Warriors.
I wanted him though at first, but yeah, we don't need another forward guard.
When it comes to Jimmy Butler, now I'm a fan of Jimmy Butler. Throughout his entire career, I've liked watching him play. And when he was in Chicago, that was somebody that I did watch a lot out there. However, you really have to sit here at this point and look inward if you're Jimmy Butler. You had an issue on your way out of Chicago. You go to Minnesota, you have an issue on your way out of Minnesota. You go to Philadelphia, you have an issue on the way out of Philadelphia. Now you're in Miami, and you're going to be having an issue on the way out of Miami. That is 4 teams now that you've had an issue with on the way out. So look in the mirror, and maybe, and just maybe, hear me out, you are the problem, not the team.
You feel what I'm sizzling?
Well, just like I was looking at TNT, and Chuck was saying it's pretty much the same situation with Klay Thompson. I mean, you're just not the same player, and Pat Riley, he's not about to give you a big contract, when you're on your way out. So maybe like Joshua said, maybe a Phoenix. Maybe one of these contending teams that are getting ready to make a run, they might they may possibly give them something next year, but it's tough, man, when you get up there in age and you're not putting up the numbers that you once did, and then you're looking for a super max contract. I think they said he wants like $55 million a year next year. So
you know who Jimmy Butler reminds me of? Like, you know what player he kind of reminds me of? Like having an issue almost everywhere he went. Kyrie Irving. Kyrie, on the end of every team he was on, was always finding some issue, some problem on his way out.
You think it would be that way if his name was Kyrie Irving Johnson?
I never considered Jimmy Butler to be a superstar, though, man. I always considered
he was a superstar. He was at one point. He was probably the top. He was probably a top two-way player. Him and Kawhi at one time, and it's funny they were compared to each other. If I'm not, what was the connection? Either they were both in the same draft, or they were both like second-round picks.
So 2011, Kawhi went 15, Jimmy Butler went 30th.
Now, because when Jimmy Butler was on Chicago,
we found him as a steal. We got him the first pick in the second round, right? I think.
Yeah, last pick in the first round.
Yeah,
last pick.
When y'all had him, he wasn't nearly. You know what I'm saying? Like he just.
Oh no! He was a project. No, it took him a couple of years, but we didn't know what to get. But he broke out when Derrick Rose got hurt. He started at 20. I think it was at 2013, 14, whatever year. That motherfucker came out the gate and was averaging like 30 the first 20 games. And everybody putting everybody on notice. Then when Rose came back, I'm like, okay, now Rose got help, coming off the injuries, and we about to have this little dynamic duo. Fucking the media, locker room, Rose and Jimmy Butler can't coexist. Who's the alpha? Right. Fucking Jimmy Butler demanded a fucking trade, and it was all because of they had no beef. And this created beef happening, bro. And to this day, I'm mad about that, bro. Like, and then he got Zach LaVine and Chris Dunn for Jimmy Butler, which I love LaVine, but I just
I got Dunn. I forgot about Dunn.
Yeah,
he was done.
And I just wish what could have happened if Butler had stayed in Chicago, man.
Yeah, Lauri Markkanen was a good draft pick, but he kind of developed later on.
Right, yeah, we actually got that pick too. We got Levine,
Marketing
Chris
was
Dunn,
nice.
and Marketing.
Oh,
Yeah,
he is nice still.
but then you see what happened with Marketing. He wants to get hurt when he plays with us. So then we trade him. He goes have a fucking great season in Cleveland, but then they let him go. But I'm okay with that because they get Donovan Mitchell, though. You know what I mean?
Right.
We didn't get shit for him, though. So just think you got Rose, you got Smith, Butler. No, I can't do it. That's all fantasy because we wouldn't have all that good stuff.
So Chicago, you had Pau Gasol, but you kind of this is like past his prime, but still Pau Gasol.
It
You
was
had
still good, but yeah, past his prime.
You had Taj Gibson, you had Joakim Noah before he went to the Knicks.
Mhm.
I mean, they had a respectable team. But
Yeah.
Doug said he needs to be on a team with vets, not young players. I mean, but
That's
if you go
true.
to Phoenix though, like KD,
That's would be the perfect team. See, my thing is because he's a diva, you go play with Booker and Bill. Booker and KD. I don't think he would act that way because you know what I mean. You can't really like you either go.
Right.
I think he'll fall in line.
how
I
about
think,
LA?
yeah,
How
KD don't
about
need to
Los
be the leader.
Angeles?
Like KD don't mind not being that leader. You know what I mean? Like he gonna still be the best on the court, but he don't mind not being the leader of the team.
So the Clippers.
How about Los Angeles? I should be calling them San Diego because San Diego Clippers. But when it comes to them, you have Kawhi, you have James Harden. I mean, you have a bunch of aging veterans anyway. But
Yeah, I don't know.
You'll get like 82 games for like all of them combined for the season.
For real. Them boys. Since we got two Warrior fans, and we got, you know what I'm saying, some other ones. What y'all think about the Warriors, man? I know Jay Will, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if you want to go first or you want to wait till everybody else talk.
I'll let everybody go.
So what you got on Ian?
personally, I don't care.
Mhm.
I'm waiting for the
Nobody
Las Vegas.
cares.
I'm waiting for the Las Vegas NBA expansion team. That's what I'm waiting for.
Blaze.
I don't really got nothing for the Warriors. I keep my eyes and my tabs on the East. So I mean, unless I'm gonna see you guys, which I highly doubt it, in the finals, because my Magic ain't quite there. I ain't worried about it yet.
Oh yeah, all East fans. Go ahead, Zach.
Nah, my bold predictions, man, for the NBA. I'm hoping they, look pretty good. I said the Lakers and Warriors will not make the play-in. I didn't say playoffs. I said play-in. And right now, the Warriors they're in the play-in. They're 9. Lakers are actually 6, so they're doing a little bit better than I thought at 19 and 14. But I'm still expecting them to continue to fall at some point, to fall out of the play-in. And then I had the Spurs winning the play-in to make it to the playoffs, and they're currently at 10. And I think they will upset somebody in the play-in. So it's like everything's looking to fall right in place at the moment. But 17 and 16. You guys had a great run. I mean, it's just hard to maintain that. You bring a young player here, there. Like I said, a couple of things probably could have helped y'all. If y'all would have took LaMelo over Wiseman, which to me, I know we got Steph, we got Clay, but dude, you talking about these guards are older. You got Melo coming in here just running the show, throwing dimes to Clay, throwing dimes to Curry. That's what I envision. Like, let them set up. Let Melo do his thing, bro. Like it's a different team.
But wasn't that Draymond's job too, though?
Yeah, but Draymond versus LaMelo doing it, though. It's a different dynamic. It's a different dynamic, in my opinion. And let Draymond and then that way Draymond focusing on defense as he gets older, so he had a little bit less responsibility of being the power forward, the point forward, whatever. And
now looking at it, I'm with you, but I mean, I was good with Wiseman.
I was happy because I don't want you. It was Anthony Edwards and LaMelo. Those are the two players, and those are the only guaranteed players. I was wishing Patrick Williams was good, but that didn't work out. So,
and let's also not forget there was that guy from Auburn. Like he kind of got lost in the shuffle, but he was a top 5 pick too.
Who was that?
Cleveland. When Cleveland took him, he took him like top 3. I remember that.
I can't remember, man. See, damn.
Yeah, because I remember it was Anthony, it was him, and then it was James Wiseman, LaMelo, and Patrick Williams. That's based off of what I remember.
No, it went Anthony Wiseman, Melo 1, 2, 3, right? Maybe the Cleveland guy might have known.
Was
it Evan Mobley or was that the year after? Maybe I'm.
Mobley was in a different draft.
Yeah,
he wasn't in that draft, bro. Hell no. Mobley was in the draft with Cunningham, I believe.
Okay, so the year after that.
With Jalen Green. That was a good draft. Jalen Green, Cunningham, you know what I'm saying?
Johnny
That was a good
Barnes.
draft. Yeah.
For me, man, if we don't get a big, we're not doing nothing, man. So
Right.
I think we could get in the playoffs because I think we still could be a top 10 team, or the play-in or whatever. But without a big man, I don't know what our front office is doing after Bob Myers left. Like it's just been guard. You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't understand it. So
You still got Dunleavy?
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is his first year as the GM, so he's
No,
not going
second year
nowhere.
because he brought Chris Paul in last year.
Yeah,
Remember?
Chris Paul was his big pickup last year, and
Yeah, so second year.
yeah, so that's all he get is guards. You know what I mean? Like we got a guard that was supposed to back up Steph. He got hurt, but it's like everybody is just guards. Like he don't look at.
I'm telling me, I know we joked about it. I kind of was like, I told y'all he wasn't going to start. I still, even that Chris Paul, I still don't think y'all even used him right. Y'all put him on the bench. Y'all let him
small.
come
I don't
in.
even want Schroeder to start. Like we.
No. I'm just saying, but he's a little different. I'm talking about Paul is like one of the greatest passers, facilitators. Schroeder just a solid. He can do everything.
Schroeder should be a backup.
But if Paul running that first unit again, feeding Clay, feeding Steph ain't got to worry about running the show. Just make motherfuckers chase him around as he gets older because he's in the mid-30s. I think y'all could have used Paul a little bit better. Y'all would have a little bit more success like San Antonio, how they're starting them and seeing what he's doing over there with them young boys, Wemby, and setting all them boys up.
But that's what I'm like. They have size to do it. To me, it was a size thing. You know what I mean? Like,
right?
He good, but it was just more of a size thing. I think
good. The boy good.
I mean, he can do his thing over. He can do his thing over there with the Spurs because, like you said, it's a size thing. Like you know, what I'm saying, you got bigs over there. We didn't have no bigs.
Still don't got.
So, right.
Yeah, I don't know Schroeder. Schroeder. I mean, he can facilitate, but that's not his. He's not. No, he's
Schroeder
never
should be a backup. You know what I mean?
He's never averaged above like 5-6 assists a game. I don't think.
But before we go to we got like a couple more. You want anything else to say about Oh, we could talk about the Lakers after this.
But no, hold on, Josh. Hold on.
Yeah.
Now, what I saw last night from the Warriors against the 76ers, I've been looking for this team all year. My biggest problem with Steve Kerr, it's like I feel like he forgets about Moody. It's like, but like we got
I didn't want to start on Moody.
Right, but we got a full game from everybody last night. I mean, Steph, Draymond, Jackson Price, Schroeder, like that. This is the Warriors that I've been waiting to see all year. So I'm hoping that we can build on what we saw last night. That's what I'm really hoping on. That was probably the best game of the year as far as a full team goes. So hopefully we can build on that. So
yeah. Well, we ain't got to talk about the Lakers. Ain't no Laker fan. I thought Shaw was gonna be up in here, so I could dust him up. All right. So Jeff Teague says Asia Wilson can't beat any G League players, but Asia Wilson said that she could beat Josh Hart 1-on-1, 11-8. What y'all got about that, man?
wow.
No.
Yeah, she's definitely not beating Josh Hart at all. She's not beating Josh Hart.
She gets swept.
I think.
Why she single him out?
They was on a podcast together, and she told him straight up to his face that she could beat him. Like she wasn't playing around or nothing. He laughed it off. Like he was like, "Nah, I'll beat you 11-7."
Set it up. All-star game.
Nah, I mean, she need to pick another player. I don't know why she play. I know he was there, but that's dumb. You ain't beating him. I mean, she probably ain't beating nobody. But I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna pick a little dude. You say any man. So I'm gonna pick somebody that's 6 feet or shorter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on,
she's 6'4". I still think, you know what I'm saying?
Josh Hart is like 6'4", and he's the hell of a defender. Man, she ain't beating that.
I don't think she's beating any, even guards. I don't think.
But I'm picking somebody else. She's gonna pick somebody else.
I still say Brownie might give her a handful. You know what I mean? But she's not. G League, she might be somebody in the G League. I was lying. I mean, I was playing around when I was saying that she can't beat nobody, but
she should have said like I'll beat Pritchard or something.
Yeah, but yeah, I noticed your girl. You think she could beat Josh Hart 1-on-1, 11-8?
Here's what I'm going to say. Yes, Las Vegas Aces, Asia Wilson. Yes, who I've gotten to see live in person. I've seen her multiple times. Now, do I think that she would beat an NBA player? I would say no. And it's mostly due to the physicals, all right? Due to the speed, due to strength and stuff like that. When it comes to certain fundamentals, right, there's going to be a difference between the way a woman plays and the way a man plays. So in terms of the physicality and the fundamentals and stuff like that, I would say that she wouldn't win. Now, based off of seeing her play live, do I think that she would compete? Yes. Do I think that she would maybe get a few points? Yes. But she wouldn't win. But
Only
she would get
You can win.
What
only
I'm
dude.
saying is it wouldn't be just 11-0 shootout. If it was a game of 21, it wouldn't be, an absolute blowout. She would get
Right.
some points. But no, she wouldn't win. No.
The only dude in the pro she's beaten is Brittany Griner. That's the only dude in the pro she'll beat.
I don't know if she beating Whitney. I don't even know.
Woo.
That's the
Considering
only
Asia
dude she
Wilson's
has shot at.
multi-time
Let it
MVP
burn.
in WNBA.
Let it burn.
Is
Let it
Brittany
burn.
Griner? She's still one of the best players in the league, right?
I mean, she's like top 20. Yeah, I mean, she's
Yeah,
top
yeah,
20. in
really?
WNBA.
She fell
Still a
that
dude
far?
too. Still a dude.
Yeah, I mean,
She
she's
got
doing
the
okay
deepest-
with Phoenix.
she got the
she's
deepest
doing
voice
okay
in the
with
league.
Phoenix. She's doing okay in Phoenix, but it's all right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But no, she would compete though. She wouldn't win, but she would put up a competitive fight, but it wouldn't win.
Right.
No.
I want to see it though. I want to see Asia versus somebody at the All-Star Game weekend. Make it happen. I like how they did it. Steph versus that one chick who's fine who can shoot. I
So
forgot her
Sabrina
name.
Ionescu versus
Yeah, I can't say her last name. So, Sabrina.
Yeah,
So
Ionescu.
we had that. Now let's see Asia versus Josh Hart. Fuck it, throw Josh Hart out there. Let him wax her.
Yeah, I want to see that. I definitely
Honestly-
want to see that. She called him
Honestly,
out.
I want to see a 2 versus 2. I want Sabrina and I want Caitlyn, and you can pick whoever 2 you want, whatever.
Against somebody in the NBA.
Yeah, 2 players in the NBA and then 2 players in WNBA. But put it to a game of 11.
They getting
All-Star
dragged.
game, why not?
Nah, that's
Yeah.
Sabrina girl has too big an ego to team with Caitlin Clark.
They ain't got no defense. The girls, like Caitlin Clark, will get drugged. The Sabrina chick, I don't really know who she is, but she's definitely gonna get drugged. Yeah, I don't know, but I'll watch it though.
Wait a minute, Josh. You going against Caitlyn?
When it comes to a man, yeah, she
Okay.
dragging all these other females. You know what I'm saying? But she ain't coming to the WNBA. I
Right.
mean, she ain't coming to the NBA dragging nobody.
Hey, All-Star
I know what you
weekend,
meant.
have it be Steph and Clay versus Sabrina and Caitlyn. Sure, why not?
Nah, that's not happening. Who you think winning, Ian?
I mean, it'd probably be like 11-5.
Nah,
I
I don't even think the girls scoring.
I mean, I got Steph and Clay, but it'd be like 11-5.
No, I don't even think they scoring unless they don't even play defense. They be like, all right, we ain't about to chase you. You can shoot. But I don't know, man.
Well, the thing about Sabrina and Caitlyn is all they do is shoot. So
Yeah. All right, I think that. All right, yeah. So is there any games tomorrow or Saturday? I mean, or tomorrow is Saturday.
Basketball?
No,
Yeah.
football.
2
No,
NFL
no.
games.
Football there is, yeah.
AFC
Is there
North.
2 games tomorrow?
Yep.
Oh yeah. I thought they were gonna close out everybody on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cleveland
Who played
versus the
tomorrow?
Ravens, and then the Bengals versus Steelers.
Oh, y'all play the Steelers?
Yeah, but the Cleveland and Ravens play first, so if the Ravens win, they lock up the division. So Steelers would, at that point, have nothing to really play for. They'd have
They're not playing for the 5 or 6 seed.
well, it depends. Not 5-6 Chargers.
Because
they
right
got
now the Chargers, they got to stay in front of the Chargers, right?
Yeah, I gotta go look up all the scenarios, but I think I mean if they win, they would get the 5 seed and they play Texans, which would be ideal for them. But
Right.
So for
Well, they're gonna come
clarification,
to play.
LA is 5 and Pittsburgh is 6.
Yeah,
So
one thing-
Pittsburgh won and LA
Oh
lost.
yeah, so Pittsburgh will want to play.
they're
Yeah,
gonna play.
Pittsburgh
Well,
will-
one thing I want, whether
I still think y'all gonna. Hey Blake, y'all gonna win. It don't
they're
matter.
gonna win. I'm saving.
I
I'm
don't even
saving
like
their face.
Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh played again. I'm giving Tomlin all the credit, bro. Like I don't even like that team.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this. Like last time we played the Steelers, Russell Wilson had some retro. I felt like we were like in his Super Bowl era. Russell Wilson, he threw for like 400 against us. I was like, damn, Russell. You know the fucking Mr. Unlimited. He's
Now I don't know
back.
what the weather's like, but if the weather's not bad, I think Chase gonna eat their ass up.
Nah, yeah, asses will be 8. No homo. No
And
dick.
I'm changing up my fantasy. I could have did some things different in fantasy this year. I'm gonna stop picking. Well, never mind.
But no, those 2 games are tomorrow, and then the rest of the slate's on Sunday. No Monday night games. The Sunday night game will be the Vikings versus the Lions. It's gonna be a good one.
Oh, the two real teams in the NFC North.
Some might say.
What? Say what now? I didn't hear you. What you mean?
He said the Sunday night game was the Vikings in Detroit. I said the two real teams in the NFC North.
Yeah, all right. Tune in for the Packer podcast tomorrow. You should talk about some real teams. The two real teams, the Bears and the Packers.
Hey, listen to the Stay Packing podcast and listen to Rashida. Talk about the Packers.
What's her name? Rashadi Da. What is it?
It's Rashada.
Rashada.
Yeah.
But real quick,
I mean, if I was Latin, I could roll the last three A's. You know what I mean? But I can't roll them.
Hey, Shaw, you hear this?
Rashida.
Rashida.
Yeah, he had a bad week, man. Boise went down. Oh, I guess USC.
Right.
He had a bad week.
USC won a meaningless bowl. Now
Hey. USC won the Mako Las Vegas Bowl. Sir.
Right, meaningless
They won the
bowl.
Las Vegas Bowl.
Like I said,
Sorry,
now we're
shout out
playoffs.
to be on the podcast. She was fixing her hair. She ran a little late.
Go Pack, go.
Dang, said she was running. Hey, but talking about Pittsburgh, where y'all think Pittsburgh gonna keep Russ or
I think it depends on how they finish, bro, and how he finishes. I think he's still playing for a contract.
Hold on. So if they don't keep him, do they keep Justin Fields?
He's a free agent also.
What Pittsburgh is going to do?
Sam
They're going
Darnold.
to let go. They're going to let go of Russ.
Yeah,
They're going
Sam
to
Darnold
keep
was
Justin.
fucked up.
They're going to draft a quarterback in day 2.
That would be what I would suggest. You let Russell go, keep Justin Fields because you'll get him for cheap, and then draft an insurance quarterback, second or third round.
If I
I
remember, I
think
played.
you off the Russ. Raiders.
Who, Russ?
If Raiders don't get a quarterback in the draft,
If the Raiders don't?
Well, Raiders
No,
are
the Raiders will get a quarterback in the
Raiders
draft.
will get a
I don't think so.
Oh,
I think-
yes.
I think the Giants will trade up to number 1 and get Sanders, and I think that the Titans will take Cam Ward. I think nobody else is worth it after
because
that.
Patriots they got number 1 right now, right? And I don't
No,
know.
they might not take a quarterback in the first round, but they're going to take Quentin Ewers or Beck or somebody in the second round.
Jalen
I would
Milroe.
see.
Jalen
I
You
wouldn't
got to remember,
waste my
those
time
guys
with
are
those
said to go in the first round. And I told everybody they ain't going in the first round, but now they're going to go where they're supposed to go.
Milroe, Ewers.
Oh, Milroe.
and
No, Milroe. They might take Milroe at 6.
all those guys career backups.
So
Nah,
when it
not
comes to the
Milroe.
Las Vegas Raiders, Jalen Milroe is a real possibility.
Yes.
There's a
Milroe's
possibility.
not a
And
great
now-
That's a possibility.
Yeah, Milroe's not an NFL backup, bro. You tripping. Beck and Ewers are backups.
Okay, I'm sorry. NFL bust or first round bust.
I'd rather you say that than backup because obviously there is the potential to be a bust. But
Yeah, now I'll take bust. I mean, I don't like Milroe.
hey, Cam Ward, I'm only convinced of Shador.
I don't like Cam Ward either.
Cam Ward, I'm 50-50.
Once he quit on the team, I'm not all about the like. You got your accomplishment, but you got to finish the game. I mean, he was at no risk of injury. Like they lost the game. That says a lot about your character. I don't care about your record. You know, when we're down in battle and we're fucking need you, are you gonna be Cam Newton that's like not diving for the ball?
Right.
Like so. And
That's real.
not to throw strays at fucking Cam Newton because I like Cam Newton, but just a situational thing that it's
I mean, are
the
you
Super
gonna
Bowl. You got to go after that ball.
He goes to the strip club for guys, so he can say whatever he wants.
He's a
Not
guy.
to throw strays at the scarecrow, baby, with the top hat.
Nah, he admitted it. He said he go.
for me.
So where y'all think?
And I hope
Travis
the
Hunter
Giants
won.
don't get him because I don't want. I mean, we already got Daniels in our division. The guy I said was going to be the best. Then the Giants get Shador. We got to deal with Daniels and Shador for the next 10 years. Oh man, that's going to be terrible. That'd be history. Hold on. Will that be history? The first division with all 4 black quarterbacks?
No, because at one time it was Lamar Jackson, Deshaun Watson, Russell Wilson, and Justin Fields, and then Joe Burrow.
You stupid. hey, he's white chocolate though. I'm gonna give you that. He's white chocolate for sure. But I don't think there's ever been a division that all black quarterbacks. So that would be kind of dope.
No,
like
they
you
had
said,
that
and
matchup
like you
with
said,
Joe Burrow, the first coach.
hold on. I know we already passed it, but this will be the first time ever a black college coach will be in the national championship game. Hopefully, it's James Franklin.
Hey, does everybody else hear that echo, or is it just me?
I do hear it.
I don't hear it. I ain't got my mic in, so.
Yeah.
Well, that's time for us to go. What up, Gina? What up, Gina? All right, though, man. Yeah, we're going to try to do this once in a while. Just come on here, talk a little sports, get up out of here, man. It's, an hour?
Yeah.
Hey, y'all 6 million people that's watching, man. Hit that like button. Subscribe. We doing the Packers podcast tomorrow. Ian going to be on it. My boy Bama, he might be on it because he is a Bears fan. That Bo,
What time is the podcast? What time is the podcast? I might come on.
I'm trying to see where his name is Rashad. I'm trying to see Rashad. Trying to see
Rashada?
I think he's busy.
Rashada.
Yeah, I was gonna say it though, but I ain't gonna disrespect him. Yeah, I gotta see what time. So it's gonna be early afternoon though. The latest, early afternoon, like 1 or 2 the latest.
Okay.
So,
Rashada that eats.
appreciate
Pack,
it,
go.
appreciate it,
How
Joe.
do I eat?
But you got anything to say before we get up out of here?
The Vegas Golden Knights had the best winning percentage in the NHL, and they're going to win their Stanley Cup. Go Knights.
Crazy, man. San Jose Sharks, baby. Czar. Talking about that kid.
Yeah, go Lions. And you know what I'm saying? Mets, find some more people. You know the real Lions.
Okay.
Yeah. The real Noriega.
Nittany style, baby.
Nigga Blaze back in the building, man.
That's right. New year,
Yes,
new
good.
me.
Good to see you, Blaze.
Go Bengals, baby.
Jay Willie.
Nah, man. I ain't got nothing, man. Go Niners, go Warriors.
Oh, Niners. Who y'all play this week?
Shit. Arizona.
How did what's his name for this year before the receiver for Arizona? The rookie.
Marvin Harrison.
Yeah, how did he do compared to like
He underwhelmed.
He is
He didn't have
disappointed.
a good of a rookie year, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's not having a good year at all.
Neighbors was the best. Neighbors and Thomas had a better year than him.
Right.
But I still think he'll be the best one out of the three.
His quarterback's a midget. You can't see him out there.
Oh, you don't think he'll be a bust, sir?
No, Marvin Harrison, no, he'll be the best. It just, when he'll get, Daniels got rookie of the year locked, though.
Yep.
Yeah. I saw, it's funny, Zar, I saw a college game. I saw somebody posted it on social media of Justin Herbert and Jaden Daniels. I guess Justin Herbert was a senior and Jaden Daniels a freshman, throwing the ball to Brandon Ayuk and all that. And just the highlights, that was a hell of a game.
Right.
I was like, man.
LSU versus, who was that, Washington?
Yeah.
No, not Washington. Justin Herbert went to Oregon?
Oregon, well, I can't remember. It was just, I know Jaden Daniels was a freshman and Justin Herbert
Where did
was
Herbert go? He
a
went to
senior.
one of them Pac-12 schools.
So Justin Herbert went to Oregon. Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's what I thought.
Mhm.
Oregon versus, that's a good matchup.
Y'all done
It was a
talking
great matchup.
yet? I mean, is that you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Are you done? So are you done talking? Blaze, you done talking? Yeah, you done talking?